Hello darlings, how are we? I hope you're okay. Okay. I hope you're okay. How are we all? Welcome back to my shit show of a channel. As you can see, I've dyed my lovely hair. I love it. I love changing it up, you know. I feel better being dark. I was kind of over the blonde, and you know, I feel a lot better being like dark haired. Just makes me look a little bit more attractive, I think. I fake tanned, but I don't know why it's gone a bit weird. I've had a shave today, so it's gone a bit cray. But yeah guys, how are we? My skin is clearing up massively. Very impressed with that. One thing I want to point out is please make sure you follow me on Instagram because you're missing out on a ton loads. I've been reviewing the Carly skin, so I will be having a Carly skin video coming soon. I've got like Estee Lauder, I've got the Advanced Night Repair and all that good stuff. I've got Wishful, like it's just never ending. But in today's video, this is going to be in two parts. So the reason why it's going to be in two parts is because I have these absolute stunners, beauties, just absolute lusciousness. So I've decided to split it up into two videos just because then it's not long, and then if anyone wants to see the base brushes, they can go see that. If anyone wants to see the eye brushes, they can, you know, come to whichever video. In this video today, we are focusing on the eye brushes because I haven't done an eye look in a very long time. So I thought, let's just, you know, sit down and do a beautiful eye look. So the reason why I'm doing it like this is just because I do my makeup differently. So when I'm doing Instagram makeup or I'm doing eye makeup, I do my makeup differently. So I am going to be doing a little bit of an artistry look with these brushes. It's not going to be extravagant because I have been out of practice of makeup for about a week or two, so I just want to get back into the game slowly. So we're going to play with quite a few of these brushes, so I'm excited for that. With these brushes, it's going to be mainly base based, so it's base based. But yeah, before we move on guys, these are the brand new brushes from Jolie Beauty. As you can see, you have a base set, so like your face, foundation, concealer, and then you have your eye brushes as well. They are beautiful. They are inspired by crystals, so if you're into crystals and all that good stuff, they're really beautiful. So depending on which one you want, you can buy them together, and I'm not sure if the £10 deal's still on, but if you buy them both together you get £10 off. So like I said, I don't know how long that's going to be on for, but if you do want to buy, say, just the base brushes, you can use my discount code, which is Ashman, and you'll get 10% off them. These are amazing for the price, guys. So yeah, things like the Made by Mitchell brushes, as much as I love these, I think you get about 5 or 7 brushes in a pack, and it's about 70 quid, so it's very expensive for what you get in. And even the P. Louise ones, I love the P. Louise cancelled ones. I think you get 12 in the trash can. So yeah, you get 12 in the trash can, and I believe that's £70 as well. But the difference is that you get eye brushes and face brushes in that. Some of them are synthetic and some of them are. Not all of them are synthetic, I don't believe. But yeah, as good as brushes they are, if you are on a budget, then Jolie Beauty have come out with brand new ones. So yeah, these are around about £39-49 or something. Like I said, if you do want them together, I think it's a little bit cheaper, but if you do want them separate, then the discount code's there for you to use. But yeah, let's get in to the eye brushes. So this is the eye brushes, guys. As you can see, you get 13 pieces in this, and they just look stunning. They're aesthetically pleasing. Rose gold band with your crystal inspired ends, and then I don't know if you can see, but it's actually got the Jolie Beauty logo on there as well, which I think is quite cool. And then you've got your different coloured, like, you know, purpley tips. So I will try and use as many of these as I can today, and then obviously in my next video you will see how I do my base makeup. But for today, let's get going. These are the original eye brushes that Jolie Beauty came out with. They came out with these brushes years ago. I think it was maybe about 2 years ago, if not more. And I've had these ever since. And you can see the quality is still amazing. They've not faded. The bristles are still intact. I've washed them multiple times. So with Jolie Beauty, you know you're getting amazing quality. But yeah, they've stepped up the game. One thing that I moaned about in my video as well when I reviewed these brushes is that there was a little bit too short for me. So I like that these are a little bit longer. And if you do go watch my original Jolie Beauty brush review, I didn't like how I reviewed them because I got very scared. I was only just dipping my feet into makeup back then, so I was very stressed and scared with the brushes. But now I know what I'm doing, so there's not going to be any stressing today. Okay, so I'm just going to take my P. Louise brow pencil. This is in the shade Mochaccino, and I'm just going to draw on my brows and then we will carve them out. Alright guys, so I know I look a little bit crazy right now, but it'll all come together. But I just want to show you the 3 carving brushes. Also, can I just say, I totally forgot, but can I say a massive thank you to Jolie Beauty, because I actually bought the face brushes and they actually sent me out the eye brushes. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Jolie just for loving me. I love you. So yeah guys, these are the 3 kind of like carving brushes you get. So obviously you get the big one, small, and then like a smaller one. Obviously the other way around, smaller, yeah, that's right. So I don't obviously know how thin they go, so let's try it out now. I'm hoping they go thin. So as always, just taking my P. Louise base in base shade Room 02, and then just coating the brush both sides. And let's see what happens. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It does go really thin, which is what you need when you're carving things out, or even doing, you know, a cut crease. You need the brush to go super thin. So yeah, that's quite a nice brush, that. Love it, so far. If you do want like a really in-depth carving brow tutorial, let me know, because we are here for the brushes. But yeah, if you want like a carving brow, let me know and I'll do it for you. That looks beautiful. So I'm just going to do the other side. Alright guys, so that's the other eye done. I prefer this one to that one, to be fair. But yeah, let's get on to the eye. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a nice brown eye with maybe some purple in there. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And I'm going to be using my P. Louise, which one's the Secret Sinner palette. I'm mainly going to be using these 2 shades here. Okay, what brush do I want to take? There's so many bloody choices. So this brush looks really nice, you know, to get right in the crease and blend. So these 3 are kind of the brushes that I'm used to using, very like small and tapered. This is what it resembles. This is the Morphe M562, one of my favourite brushes, and it is a little bit wider, only like the tiniest bit, but yeah, that's what I can compare it to. So yeah, let's get using it. Okay, so dipping into the shade Love Struck, which is the deepest shade, I'm just going to start pressing it into the base. I'm not focusing on blending it out at the minute. I'm just going to literally get the shade and dump it into the socket. Seems to be, you know, picking up the product very nicely, so that's always a sign it gets right in, you know, the socket. Nice to hold. I'm not getting any problems getting right into my crease. My eye delves in really like deep here. So sometimes when I take pictures, it can look as though I haven't like blended it or anything, where I have. So yeah, this brush seems to be getting right in there. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush now just to tickle the edges, just to make sure the other shadows that I use blend nicely. And it seems to be blending quite nice. Not having any issues blending that out. Alright, so that's my first blend. You can see that it's blended it out really beautifully. So far so good. Okay guys, so this is what the other 3 blending brushes look like. This one is a little bit more, I don't even know how to say it, but you know, you can get it right in the crease. I quite like the look of that one. It's more like a fluffier packing brush kind of thing. These are the other two fluffy brushes. So you could use, you know, this one to do your first blend, then your second blend, and then kind of like your third blend, and do it that way. So I'm going to take the biggest brush out of the set. This is the biggest fluffy brush, and I'm just dipping into the shade Fling, and I'm going to really buff this into that shade and into the base. This seems to be blending really nicely. I like that it's quite big and fluffy, but it's not like sparing out everywhere, if that makes sense. And I'm going to start bringing whatever's left on the brush just into the brow, just so that it blends really seamlessly. Okay, using the same brush, but literally just wiping any excess off what I can, I'm dipping into the shade Amor, which is that pinkish shade there. And I'm literally going to run that right through the brow bone and a little bit towards the outer edge, just so we get like a nice blush effect. So it should look like that. And now I'm going to go back in with the shade Love Struck, which is the first shade that we used, and just build up the intensity and just make sure the colours that, you know, we've lost are back there. I've just realised, guys, that I'm not actually going to be using this brush today, because I'm not going to be doing a wing liner, I don't think. However, I really like the fact that it's on an angle, and I will use this brush at some point, but yeah, I just wanted to point out that this is quite a unique brush, to be honest. So I'm just going to take this brush, I don't think they've got numbers on them. Oh yeah, they have eye number 2. So this is the eye number 2 brush. So just taking that and making sure the base is really nice and blended. And then I'm going to take this glitter by the Diva Cosmetics. It's just like a really nice like bronzy shade. And I'm going to start pressing that on the lid. Okay, darlings, so what I've just done is put the pigment on with the brush. Very nice, you know, did the job. And I've just stuck some gems there. So now what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glitter in somewhere. So to do that, I'm taking this small like smudger brush. You know, you can use this to smudge underneath your lash line. You can use it for, you know, smudging anywhere you like. If you've got really little lids, you can use it for like your crease. But I'm just going to use it to pop a bit of glitter there, 'cause why not? So I'm just going to take my little pot of like golds, and I don't know what colour I'm feeling. I kind of want to go with this full-on gold, but I feel like I should go with like a pinky gold. So it looks like this. You can see it's pink in the tub, but when I'm looking at it, it looks gold because it shifts from gold to pink. I don't think you can get this anymore, but this is P. Louise Popping Candy. Honestly, such an insane pigment. But yeah, it shifts from like gold to pink, which is why I think I'm going to use it. I think like it'll look quite good. So I'm just going to take that on the brush and pop it right there and kind of like blend it up. Look at that. Oof, yes. I'm also going to take some of this gold shade that's on top. I can't remember the shade, but it's a P. Louise one. And I'm just literally going to push that right on top, just because I want it to be a bit more gold. So just taking, now I know that they've got numbers on, it'll be a bit easier. And this is the shade. The only thing with this is you can't see like properly, really. I think this is number 9 eye brush. So I'm just going to take that shade Amor, which is that like quite nice pinky shade. And I'm just going to start like blending it into here. And then I'm kind of going to bring it into my brow bone and bring it like through. You'll see what I do anyway. Kind of looks like that. It just like gives the eye a little bit of something. All right, guys, so we're going to move on to the bottom lash line now. I'm not going to put anything in my waterline just because I like the contrast of the nude. But yeah, let's do the bottom. So just taking my carving brush, applying the base underneath the eye. Okay, so this is the number, I don't know, I can't see, number 8. and it looks like this. It's just like a really nice like smudger. Not too much to say about this brush. You know, it's doing its job of getting right under the lash line and smudging it. So yeah, taking this brush again and dipping it into the shade Fling, and then just using that to tickle and blend out that shade. Just grabbing this brush. This is the number, I can't see, where is it gone? Number 14, I believe, something like that. And with that, I'm just going to take that gold pigment we've used and just literally press it right there. Okay, so I'm just going to add some lashes and do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is where we are up to. I've just done the other eye, and yeah, so far so good. I've also done my base makeup. I'm just adding the final touches. Like I said, I haven't used the other base brushes yet because I'm going to do a separate video for that. But yeah, so far I am loving the eye brushes. So now let's do the lips. So I'm just going to take this brush for my lips, which is the number 07. This is just really good to get right in there, and let's go. So for my lips, I'm using the Peelwees lip base. So the shade I'm going to go in with is Relentless Rouge. It's my favourite. I love this shade so much. Alright guys, so that is what the lip looks like. I desperately need my lip fillet re-plumping. Like, I need it right now. But as you can see, they're a really beautiful formula. Now, this lip is actually drowning out the eyeshadow. So what I'm doing is taking the Peelwees Love Tapes palette in the Date Night. I'm taking the shade Reservations, and I'm just deepening this colour just a tiny bit, just so that it doesn't look so washed out. And I'm using the Jolie Beauty 09 brush for that. Okay darlings, so I think this is it. So I've pretty much used every single brush apart from two, which is the pretty much the eyeliner. I mean, you could use this one for your brows, but yeah, I've pretty much used every single brush but these two. I'm excited to use these two, so maybe I'll do like a wing one time. Let's give our final thoughts. Okay, so I am very impressed with the brushes. They did an amazing job at blending. You know, very impressed at what they have done really. The carving brush is amazing, definitely my favourite. So yeah, I really like the blending brushes. They were really, really beautiful. What I like about synthetic hair brushes is that they always stay in place, whereas if they are synthetic, they can kind of like fluff out and go everywhere, which I'm not too keen on, but these are amazing. I love them. This brush here is probably my favourite. I like this one. But yeah, like I said, the carving brush did an amazing job. So I know that I didn't cut my crease, but it will do an amazing job at cutting the crease. So really, really impressed. So yeah guys, if you are interested in the eye brushes, like I said, you can use the discount code Ashman and you will save 10%. They are inspired by crystals, so you know, if you're into all that, that's, you know, you can look cute while doing your makeup. But just to have in your kit is really good. I'm glad that I got them, you know, so that I can add them into my collection. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Jolie Beauty for sending me the eye brush set. So make sure you are subscribed, turn on the bell, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and just so you don't miss out basically. Hope you've enjoyed this video guys, and I will see you in my next video hopefully. Thank you for watching.